Yesterday was the culmination of my life, not just my cycling life, but my life. You know, your life has a purpose, and I think mine was sort of planned out from the time I was a kid. First time I put my leg over a bike, I wanted a bike from when I was a little kid, and every Christmas time came around, and there was always something else I got, a camera or something else, and I just wanted a bike. And from the moment I got a bike, I was like free, and I didn't start racing till a couple of years later. But those first races, sort of your life has a destiny. How the hell did I arrive in Belgium when I was 17 years old in 2 weeks? I mean, how did I carve out a career out of that? It's like, how does that stuff happen? It's like there seems to be a destiny in all of it, but seems like destiny came around yesterday. The stars aligned. Yeah, it was amazing, John. Had a lot of good people giving me a lot of good support over the years, and I think that's, you got to be grateful for that. Signposts and people willing to do something for you and give you a hand along the way. It makes a huge difference. And this culminating in this Tour de France. Steve-O got me the job at UAE a couple of years ago, and I had treatment for cancer last year, and the team kept me on board even though I'd been out most of the year, and brought me to the Tour de France as lead DS. I had the opportunity of a lifetime, and it's been my focus for 3 months. I haven't thought about anything else. I haven't done anything else. Just focusing on details, and I gave 2 weeks ago. We talked about top 5 at the start of the tour, in the meeting, and I did a rest day meeting. The 2 rest days. The first rest day, I gave him an example of Garmin 2012 when I was there. I said, look, I've led the Grand Tour only once before, and that was 2012 at Garmin, and we won the Giro, and we won it with a half-cocked team, and we won it because we had a plan and we just stuck to it, and the stars aligned. And I said I can feel an analogy with that year to what we're doing now, and I respect all you guys, but it is just the same. We don't have the strength in numbers, but we need to stick to the plan. And every day we went through that, and riding at the front and staying together and looking after Tadej, and no time splits. And, we had a couple of mishaps along the way, but it's like you couldn't write a better scenario. You just couldn't write a better scenario. Not even 2 weeks ago, I said the ideal scenario was we get time back on Col de la Loza. He takes the yellow jersey in the time trial, so we don't have to defend, and we slip into Paris in our slippers. Didn't quite go that way until Col de la Loza, and I was a bit despondent, but yeah, he pulled it off. He pulled it off. Amazing.
Is that the key, do you think? Because we often talk about, we're in the middle of this pandemic and people are looking for inspiration, and you're at the top of the mountain now. Is that the key to never stop believing, be as prepared as you can? Are these the sort of the stories that people are going to extract from this tour, from what you guys have done?
Yeah, I think, you got to, that's the thing. It's not always as easy as keep fighting, but it is, in a sense, just like that, picking yourself up off the ground and keep moving forwards. When I had cancer last night, we had a little party last night when we arrived at the hotel at midnight. Party. We had dinner and we had a glass, and everyone said a word, and I said, look, last year I was couldn't walk down to the corner where the Tour de France passed like 200 meters from my house because of the cancer treatment, but yet I'm back here at the tour with you guys. So it's like you've got to keep believing that things are going to be better. And what I've learned through my life is everything is just a phase, no matter how bad it is or how hard it is at that moment, it will pass. Everything is just a phase, So if you can split it up like that things are just phases, then that doesn't seem insurmountable,
This is the winning ride of the Tour de France. Benjamin